There are 4 meaningless things I hear beach real estate agents say. I talk with agents all over the country, as well as doing transactions, and I hear from agents who also have these discussions. And I don't mean this in a bad way. When I say meaningless, they don't necessarily think through what that may mean or what it really signals. But if you're working with another agent, or you're wanting to buy or sell property and work with an agent, and they say these things, you might want to clarify what they really mean by them. So what am I talking about? So we talk with agents across the country as we're growing our business, and I know they tell this to consumers as well, and they'll say very proudly, I work with the largest brokerage in the area. But the reality is they're working with their competitors that happen to have the same logo. They don't share all their commission across the company, and all the agents in an area who are working in the same MLS are equally competitors. The fact they may have different logos and licensing is still, they want to get transactions done. Anybody who said, well, we're restricting it to our brokerage first is actually restricting your pool of buyers and agents. So this is not necessarily a helpful thing. It's just it's nice. And agents will say this because it endorses they made a good choice, because they made a choice a lot of other people made. And it may be a great brokerage which is drawing people in. But instead of saying I work for the largest, they should say I work for the best one, and here's why it's the best with this, this, and this reason. That's the real thing that may be going on there. They may just be misspeaking. Another thing that is kind of meaningless to say is my listings appear on thousands of websites. Now, if you're selling a beach property, you're going to feel, oh wow, that's really impressive. Most agents don't say this because it's a default. Unless you tell them don't put my home across the internet and keep it private, it's going to be on thousands of websites. That someone would say that's a special thing they do isn't special. So it's kind of meaningless to say it, other than they're hoping to impress a seller. I earn my stock from a publicly traded brokerage. I'm glad people earn things. I'm glad they're proud of it. But I always say and it gives them a sense of ownership. But here's the trick. It's publicly traded. You and I could go buy it. They don't even have to work there to go buy it. Now, they feel invested, and it can keep them from wanting to change brokerages because they go, well, I own stock. Well, you can go buy that stock. What does that really mean? And if it's not publicly traded, which is a different thing, then I don't even know how they're going to sell the stuff. So they may feel like a sense of ownership, but what's the value of something you can't sell? So again, that kind of moves into that meaningless space. And then one that really probably frustrates a lot of people in the industry that's meaningless is agents who don't answer their phone, and they may say they're filtering for spam, and I know we all get a lot of spam calls, and their phrase is, oh, well, the serious clients will leave a message. Folks, we deal with tens of thousands of phone calls to and from agents across the country, between brokerages, with consumers. Consumers will call until they get a human being. They don't want to leave. If it's that first engagement and they don't have a relationship with an agent, they will call, they get voicemail. They almost never leave a message. They dial till they get someone. Agents who answer their phone regularly will have buyers go, oh my goodness, you're the 5th person I called. Someone finally answered the phone. So this idea of the serious client will leave a message, it's kind of one of those misbeliefs we tell ourselves to feel good when we're basically making life easier on ourselves by not having to deal with spam. If you're in real estate, you answer your phone if you're really wanting to be an A player, or you're making so much money you don't care. But even then, it's a disservice to not answer your phone if you're trying to help consumers, because they're expecting phone calls to be answered. So a little bit of a rant today, but these are things that I think about. These are a bit meaningless, but on a more positive side, hey, visit us at beach-homes.com. You can see tens of thousands of properties for sale across multiple states, and you can find agents who can help you list your property, get it featured, sell those properties, understand what the markets are across the country. I hope this information has been helpful, or at least mildly amusing, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you. For more information, be sure to check out beach-homes.com.